right, good morning everyone. Welcome, hello. My name is Tom Whitmer. I'm the National Technical Sales Manager for Ascent Products. By now we have already recognized that Tom a little funny, right? I was born here in the United States. I tell you, I got here as quickly as I could. I'm originally from Switzerland. This is why I talk about it, right? So anyhow, enough about me. Let's talk about adhesives. This is why we're here this morning. That's what we're going to cover tool mix adhesives from Ascent Products. Before actually I get started on the adhesive, let me talk real quick. Ascent Products, we take PPE or personal protective equipment, health and safety very serious. So always make sure that you wear protective equipment, gloves, you start working on a vehicle, safety glasses. Of course, if you're sanding, you're going to wear a dust mask. If you're using aerosols, you're going to wear a respirator, right? Right off the bat, that's the most important thing. However, let's start talking about adhesives. We have many different adhesives, so let's talk about what they are, when and why we're using them, and also a little bit about how we're using them. Alright, so all of these different adhesives are broken down into two categories. We have panel bonders, and then we have cosmetic adhesives, right? So the two panel bonders category are the epoxies and the acrylics. The third category, the urethanes, are not being used for panel bonding. They're more like cosmetic adhesives. Right, so the very first product we're going to talk about is our multi-purpose panel adhesive. This is the workhorse of our dual mix line, right? This is what you're going to be using most of the time. What's a cosmetic panel? Anything that when you're looking at a vehicle, every panel you see is basically a cosmetic panel, other than maybe a rocker panel in someone's car as well. So your roof, your hood, your door skins, your quarter panels are cosmetic panels. That's what you use a panel bond for. However, whenever you use an adhesive, make sure that you check with the vehicle manufacturers on the recommendation sheets to make sure you follow all the instructions. Exactly what to use, what type of adhesive to use, and when. When we are using these adhesives, it is always important that you follow proper procedures in how to use them. Right? We have videos on our website that you can pull up either through the QR code, or you can go to YouTube and look up my product name, Ascent Products, panel bond adhesive, and you'll get to the video. There are how-to videos. They're generally 4 minutes or less. So it's very quick how-to video and telling you what to do and how to use the product. So it is important that we prep properly, right? We clean first. Our product's called Semsol, so we've got to make sure that the panel is perfectly clean. There is no contaminants on the panel. This is a solvent-based cleaner. We have a waterborne cleaner, our universal surface cleaner that can be used in some areas. We'll see areas after. But most of the time in the areas that we're in right now, we're going to use Semsol. Make sure you use clean rags and you clean the surface before you grind the sand. Okay, once it's clean, you're going to use grinding discs, large or small grinding discs, on our adhesives, on our panel bond adhesives, and our door skin adhesive, which are two epoxies. You must use a 36 grit minimum. Okay, so nothing finer than 36 grams. 36 or 4, right? Use a die grinder with slow RPM for a nice extraction there. Epoxies love that mechanical adhesive on top of the chemical adhesive to make it work harder. Doing a prepare like that, go ahead and apply the adhesive. Take an acid brush and spread it out. When you apply the adhesive, make sure you cover all your bare metal area, because that will also become corrosive. So you're going to apply apply it over all your bare metal area, and you go ahead and reapply the bead over the area if necessary, and then go ahead and put the two panels together. Okay, really nice about our product, all our work times, set times, cure times are indicated on the product. So the technician doesn't have to go look it up and remember what the time is, right? So you have plenty of time, depending on the type of product you choose, to finish the procedure that you're working on. So another really interesting thing or important thing on our panel bond adhesive is that you can spot weld. More and more vehicles use this method. Right? So after the adhesive is applied, you use a resistant spot welder right through the adhesive. This is really the best of both worlds because this will ensure proper corrosion protection and it is weldable at the same time. It works with riveting, with spot welding. You can even do it with MIG welding. However, when you do MIG welding, you need to stay about 3/4 of an inch to an inch away from the MIG welding box. Alright, so we talked about our multi-purpose panel adhesive. Our door skin and SMC adhesive is the sister product of multi-purpose. It is the same technology. The only difference is that the cure set time is much quicker. Okay? It also does not contain spacer beads, which are present in the multi-purpose. The spacer beads are there to prevent the technician from over-clamping an adhesive, basically from squeezing all the adhesive out that it doesn't work in. Right? You're going to have a certain amount of adhesive there, otherwise you can't do a good job. So the door skin and SMC adhesive does not have that. It's not necessary on smaller jobs, especially not on door skins. Right, so these are our two epoxies. The other technology is our acrylics, right? And we're going to have a weld bond, which is the slower one, and again, it contains spacer beads to ensure a proper bond line, a uniform bond line. And in the patch panel, again, is its faster sister product. It is not only faster in pure set time, right? But again, it does not contain spacer beads. Here in the south of the United States, the acrylics are not that popular for a couple of reasons. One of them is they're very sensitive to moisture, so they can set up really fast. They can also have a much shorter shelf life once open, especially in humid climate. Second part is the shelf life from manufacturing is already only half on acrylics versus epoxy, right? It's 1 year versus 2 years. And then the third part, which bothers some people, is noxious odor of acrylics, which a lot of people have a problem with. So, like I said, in the south of the United States, they're not very popular. Alright, so these are our 4 panel bonds. Now, the one in the middle here is our structural impact resistant adhesive, or the CIRA. We refer to as the CIRA. The CIRA, right here, the CIRA is generally recognized on a vehicle by the color of the adhesive. Okay, it's either a purple or bluish type of adhesive. But the important thing for you to remember is follow OE recommendations, OE procedures. Okay, every time you take a panel off the car, unless it's bolted on, you should go to all data or the OEM pages and see the procedures, the recommendations of how to replace that panel. So if OE recommends you put a structural impact resistant adhesive on, that's what you must use. This is a liability of you. You got to make sure you cover, your company legally, make sure you use the right part. Right. So what is really the difference between a CIRA and a panel bond adhesive? Well, the biggest part to you is that the CIRA is just a lot stronger. Okay, and this is why we can use it on structural panels, right? But the biggest difference as far as application is concerned is really no difference. You compare the vehicle the same, oil preparation is the same. You're going to make sure you cover all the bare metal because, again, this is an epoxy, it's excellent corrosion protection. You're going to apply it exactly the same way. For all intents and purposes, as far as the technician is concerned, it's the same method. However, it is much slower. Your set time and cure times are literally double what they are on the first camera. So that leads us to these urethanes. The urethanes is sort of what I refer to as, heck, the car's got to go Friday afternoon, you know, we're in a hurry and something broke, right? So we use it predominantly for things like tap repairs, maybe clips got broken off, interior panel that have a fastener attached to it if it broke off during reassembly or removal, that sort of thing. What you need to remember about the urethanes, is that when you use them on plastic, they work really, really well on plastic. Follow proper procedures. Make sure it's really, really clean. Follow the cleaning procedures, which we have a quick video on that on our channel. And then you must use an adhesion pump before you apply the urethane adhesive. Right? We have 4 different urethane adhesives now. They're quick sets 20, 50, and 180. Okay, the quick set 20 until now is the only one that we had in clear. Only refers to 20-second dry time, cure time. The quick set 50 until now was only in black, but now we just introduced the quick set 50 clear as well. And of course the quick set 180, which is included in it. The most popular one really now is the quick set 50. The clear version. So, to really go over this one more time, as many adhesives as we have here, as confusing as this can be to a technician or a shop owner, right? To summarize this, the multi-purpose panel adhesive is probably what you're going to be using 90% of the time. Okay, and like I said earlier on, here in the south, the door scan and SMC adhesive is not necessary down in here because of the warm weather. So you're going to be using multi-purpose 90% of the time. You have to have a structural impact resistant adhesive in your shop because when it's called for, you must replace structural impact resistant equipment. And then you're going to have one of the quick sets. Probably your choice will be quick set 50 in clear. Right? So that really gets you 3 adhesives that will do 99.9% of the job you will ever run into on an automobile. Right? Any questions? Sorry about that.